Sometimes, as young people, we come across certain situations which, while we were still young, we never ever dreamed of. We just look at people and assume that these people are living their best life, not knowing what's happening behind closed doors. This is High School True Story by PABALLO RAIDEN. If you haven't watched the part one of this story, please do so. And don't forget to just click that subscribe button, comment, like, and share this video with your friends out there. Yes, like I said, my beautiful people, the lady just said something that I'm still confused. How can she say something like this? That I sent people to her to speak on my behalf to her. And these people, they are not doing that. Instead, they speak for themselves. And worst part, she said, your friends. Now I was confused. I asked her, like, did Sentry say something bad about me? Or did he do anything bad? She said, no, like Sentry no, doesn't even know anything. But your other friends, those other friends of yours, they've done something. They did something. But that is not all. You know? I was like, what do you mean now? Like, that's not all. She said, with that one, I managed to deal with them. But they said something that I couldn't even handle myself. I was like, and then what's that? Now I was, what is the worst thing now they can say about me? I just said, look, don't worry. Anything you're going to say now, I will never ever get angry at you. And she said, like, I'm scared. Like, I won't say. I don't want to say anything. I was like, say it. And she turned to her friends. She said to them, then her friend said, oh, we are not doing, we're not moje. Because get up how these ones. That's what they said. Then she said, okay, like, your friends told me that PABALLO is gay, that you are a gay. And I've tried to deal with this. I've tried to understand this, but it eats me, I was like, at this point, I was amazed. I was surprised. I was like, what? I'm a gay. And they said, I must also watch you because, as far as I remember, there was this a friend of mine at school, because I'm that kind of person who just socialize with anyone. As long as somebody talks to me, I'll talk to them in I don't choose like that much, or exclude the people out in my life. So there was this gay friend who used to talk to me a lot in my high school. This friend used to talk to me, like he used to be sometimes just call me. So they told her that watch him. He's always with that guy. He's always with him. So they are dating. When they are just fooling you, they're just making you a fool, because those two people are dating each other, and you are here saying, yeah, I have a boyfriend. He's not your boyfriend. He's gay. Nothing's gonna work between you. Like, Just hear us out. Like, I was out of words. I was really out of words at this point. I don't know how to describe it, but I felt awkward. I felt disappointed. I felt hurt somehow, because this is something which I never ever expected for someone to say it about me. But one thing I want to share with you was that what hurt me the most was the fact that they told her that I am gay, okay? And she chose to what? To act upon that. She chose to listen to them, to believe whatever they told her, and now act bad towards me, or to treat me bad while I didn't even know anything. Instead of her coming to me, telling me that this is what I heard about you. Is this true? But my question was like, when I met you, it was only you and I. We were only two. There wasn't even a third person in this situation. It was only me and you. But now they are telling you that I'm gay and you believe them. But I was like, okay, it's okay. But thank you very much for being open, for telling me the truth. At least now I know what truly happened, you know. And I promised, today is the last day. I will never ever bother you in my life ever again. You will never ever see me chasing you, coming after you, annoying you, asking you questions. This is a promise I make to my heart. It is not easy. It is not nice, but it's something I'm willing to do for you to be happy. And I remember the school bell rang and all of us left. We went to our classes. And my friends at this time, they were a mile away, like, can I say, meters away from where we were. Like, they were watching us. But I didn't mind. I didn't even tell them what I had, you know. I was like, okay, everything is okay. I'll just put this behind me. So, like, days passed. I remember the following day, I saw her, I greeted her, like, I was okay. I was okay after this moment. Everything was fine, you know. I was myself again. I was able to live my life like as usual, you know. I moved on. Everything was okay. So I was like, oh man, it was really, really, very, very helpful to speak to this lady. So days passed, okay, everything was going okay. But now, since I was still doing grade 9 at that time, in my class, I remember now a friend of mine, Sentry. Sentry was a friend to this lady. I don't want to use. Oh, okay. I'll use the name Lox. Okay, Lox was our classmate at that moment. You remember the lady I told you that she once brought a red velvet cake to us, a red velvet cake to us, and we ate it. Then I was in trouble. Yes, you remember her. So I remember in our class, it was the first row. When you enter the door, it was the her row. She was towards the end. Then I was about, I think, the third row. Then each and every day, like, Sandra used to be with this lady. Sandra used to be with this lady. Like, they were always like this, you know. They were always like this, talking, laughing. I was like, oh, finally, my friend just got a new girlfriend. I was like happy for him. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I was happy for him, to be honest. I was really, really happy for him. And there was nothing wrong with that. Even the people were saying, oh man, Sandro just got a girlfriend, those kind of things. Like school kids, how are they like? So I remember now, there was this day I was busy sitting, okay? Then Sandro came to me and said, Papa, I was like, yes. And he said, man, log siphela ngwanolo ro rata ngwanolo ro frostana. I was like, what? What do you mean now? Because like, nah, I thought she's your girlfriend. And she said, no, she's not my girlfriend. We're just friends. We're always talking. But man, nah, I'm just the messenger. Please don't kill the messenger. I'm just bringing the message to you. Either you take it or you don't take it. But now I don't want to take back bad answers. I was like, that's what you're going to take back. Because now, man, my previous relationship wasn't that good. It wasn't that cool. So like, I'm not ready to be in another relationship. Okay. And he said, man, she's just a great lady, man. Look at her. She's beautiful. Like this lady, she has short hair. She used to do hairstyles, those kind of things. She was good looking, to be honest, also. So I was like, no, man, I'm not interested. Please leave me alone. I'm not there. Then Senti said, oh, man, okay. He left me. Then I remember one day I was just sitting in class. Then I tried to turn back because she was next to a window. Then I was looking outside. Then I locked eyes as I turned to look to the side where she was. Like we locked eyes. Like I felt my heart pumping. I felt my blood, my temperature rising. Yo, man, this kind of feelings. Then I was like, yo, I didn't want to turn back fast like this because I didn't want to embarrass myself. So I was like, then I gave a smile. Then I turned back. I looked to the front. Okay. Then I kept asking myself, why, like, what's really happening here? Because what surprised me is that each and every time when sent with this lady, I was the topic. I was the topic there. It was their plan on how can you hook me up with that guy. I like him. He's like, those kind of things. I was the topic there. And I foolishly thought they were friends, or they were a couple. They were trying to, they loved each other. But it wasn't like that. I was the topic. But one thing that also stopped me, or I had this fear to do to date her, was the fact that also another friend of mine, Fiso, who was he's yeah, he used to sit next to me, yes, and next row, in our next row, and next to where I was. Then he had a very serious crush towards this girl. So I didn't want to disappoint her, or to be as if I'm taking her while I know how he feels. So I didn't want to disappoint, bros code. I didn't want to do that to 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 this guy. So I just decided that no, just stay away from this, okay? Then one day, I was busy sitting. Then she came next, behind me, because that's where Sandri used to sit. He was behind me, in the same row where I was. Then she came. They sat there behind me. Then like I was scared to even look at the back. I still young. I was still young. So I was scared to even look at the bag because they were busy laughing there. Then all of the sudden, as I was busy sitting there doing my work, writing something, then I felt a very gentle, soft hand touching me like this, tapping on my shoulder. Okay. Then I turned to the bag slowly like this. I looked back. Then she showed me her phone. She had her phone like this, okay, and it was a pig. Then in this pig had a love like, okay. Then it wrote, "I love you, pig." Even it said, "I love you." Yes, I love you, Paballo. That's what it was written. I love you, Paballo. Then I was confused. Like, I just, I laughed a little. Then I turned back. I looked to the front. Then I was like, I didn't say anything at that moment in time. I didn't even say a word because I was surprised. Now I busy asked myself, like, I was confused at this moment. Then another day came. Then I think Sfiso now tried to go to her, maybe to talk to her, to flirt with her. Then this that girl just said something about me. She was talking about me that, I like that guy, not you, oh, those kind of things. Then Sfiso just came to me, "Hey, bro, was that like that girl I was with her? Like, all right, like, oh, she loves you, that one." I was like, "Hey, man, it's not like that one gets when you love her more than I do." So, like, yeah, man, I say, like, when I feel like I'm first time, I mean, I know something like that. I was like, nah, man, I don't want to do that. Wakra gave her a bad friend's word. I was like, man, no problem, and you can be with her because now, like, she made it clear or hanyaki, why what? So I was like, okay, if you say, but man, I won't do that. Then one day I was at home. While I was at home, like, Sfiso visited me along the way when I was accompanying him back home. He said to me, "Man, I was serious. Please take that lady, take that girl. She's yours." I was like, "Are you serious? Did you want me to date her? Wouldn't you be angry at me for doing that?" He was like, "Man, why would I? Because, like, she made it clear that, like, she's not interested in me. So I want to do that. Like, now, be okay with that. I'm a guy, I know, so it's okay to do that." I was like, "Oh, if you say so, then there's nothing wrong with that." Then we parted ways. I went back home. Then the following day, I went to school. Okay. Then you know, done our schoolwork, everything. We're there. Then it was after school. Like, it was me, and she came also. She joined us because it said, then we were three. It was three of us. Then we were going. As we were going, all of the sudden, like, we walked. I remember using the main road. Okay, there was a tar road. We walked along the tar road, then going home. Then all of the sudden, it was only two of us. It was me and her. So I didn't have any chance at this moment in time. I was like, "Oh, now I said, oh man, I'm screwed. What's going to happen?" All of the sudden, I just shifted everything. Now I started you know, to talk to this lady, to tell her that, I'm also like how I feel about her. Like, even though, like, my relationship wasn't a very good one, but I'm willing to take another chance, to take another try, and see where this takes me, you know. And she said, yeah, I've heard about that. That girl you would date. I know her very well. So now I'll treat you much better. I'll show you, like, I'll love you. Please, I'm not like her. I truly, truly love you, Baballo. Please believe me. I was like, if you say so, I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to let you in my life and see where everything takes us. Then we were there. Everything went well. Now we're laughing, and we spoke, you know those kind of things. How we do it, I just did that. Like I switched everything because I was embarrassed by the fact that a lady made the first move, so I had to turn everything and also be the one to start everything afresh, then and see where it goes. Okay, and then we shared our keys and that, and like Sindri and the other guys approached us. And I remember that time, like they were like, how can you do that? Yeah, Lord, sorry, Shakere. So those kind of, we were laughing. Then I remember she went back to her home. Then I went to Hapamadi, which Hapamadi was about maybe kilos away from where we were, because we were next to this bottle store called Buddha's Buddha bottle store, I think. Yes. So we went home. Then the following day, everything was great. Everything was cool. Then it was towards the end of the year, I remember. Um, Everything was okay. We used to see each other, but most of the time while I was at school, she would call, I would call her, everything was going okay. It was kind of great, And then I remember, now it was 2015. I was doing grade 10 at this time, and she failed. Okay, she was now going to repeat grade 9. It was around the 14th of February, which was Valentine's Day. Okay, so on Valentine's Day, 14th of February, I was with Saint. We were happy, man, because I wanted to do something for the lady I love. I wanted to, to surprise her. I remember we walked from Hapamadi to Mostrolos Crossing, to Maratiwa Crossing. Maratiwa Crossing is about, I don't know, I can say, maybe 7 kilos, 10 kilos, something like 10 kilos away from where we stay. We walked to that place. I don't want to lie. We walked because we didn't have enough money to be able to buy presents and pay a taxi. So we walked to that place. I remember I bought flowers, I bought a card, I bought chocolates, I bought snacks, if I remember correctly. I bought those things. So I was happy, man. I was happy that, oh man, I'm going to surprise this lady. I'm going to do something for my lady. Then we walked back home. Like I was tired. We were tired. Sandro also bought his chocolates and stuff, and a flower also, because he also had this crush on this other girl. She was also our classmate in grade 10 at that time. So they decided that they're going to meet, and I was going to meet the other one. So long story short was the fact that along on our way, I tried to call, like I was happy. I tried to call her. The phone was on voicemail. Now I tried to call again. It was the number you've dialed. The number you've dialed is not available. Please try again later. Like now I was getting confused. Man, what's happening now? Where is she? Now I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to wonder what's really happening, because I'm trying to call her, but she's not even answering. Her phone is off. Where is she? Who is she with? You know? Then I've kept on trying. Nothing happened. Now I was disappointed. I was hurt at this moment in time. I was hurt. I didn't know what to do. Sandra was busy laughing at me. Ah, boy, how can this happen? No, Lena, on the other hand, just saying things didn't go right because Lena, he went there, called the lady. The lady said, she's coming, and she didn't come. So I left those things at home. Lena, I left my cards and chocolates and those things. I ate those chocolates, the card, like I just put it there in the wardrobe at home. Disappointed I was. Her phone was off the entire day. What just disappointed. Then the following day, she tried to call. Like I wasn't even in the mood because I was disappointed, very disappointed. And she now gave even senseless reasons for why her phone was off. Then I could see that no, this lady is truly lying to me. This lady is truly lying to me. Then one day I was at school. We were at school. Then I remember there's a guy called Mapodisa. We used to call him Mapodisa at that time. He came to me with her phone, and he said, bro, I just heard that you are dating Locks, and so this thing has anger, man, because you are a good guy, so you deserve a great lady, but with the choice you made now, man, I don't want to lie, ne? You made a very wrong choice, because I know this girl, she's not the kind of person you think she is. Like that guy, that lady over Palagawen. Do you want to see the proof? Like again into the images. Then I couldn't believe my eyes. Because the moment you will those images, there she was with a guy, she was braless, she was naked, half naked like this. Then the guy behind her, holding her waist, they were on a bed. Then I remember even there was another pig, which was pig mixed, okay? So it was also written the love of my life. So I could see, oh, now I'm not the love of her life. He is the love of her life. But this guy was uh, from Maryland, okay? Driving a city golf, a dark city golf. Yes, so I don't want to mention. I'll just call him Vicky. Okay, he was called Vicky. This guy. Then I didn't know him that much, but Sentry knew about. He told me that yeah, I know this guy. Those kind of things. It was like that. Then I was surprised. Oh man, what the hell? This lady just told me that like she loves me, but how can she do such a thing? After what just happened to me in my previous life, and she's repeating the same thing now. I was hurt. But to be honest, I wasn't a very hurt like my previous relationship, because now at this time I was still like scared to love someone to that point. Okay, so I was like, oh man. Then I thanked that guy. Even today, I'm still grateful for this guy for helping me, for showing me that thing. Because I remember he even said, okay, if you want to see the messages, I can even show you. Then I sent into WhatsApp messages because I read. Then when she scrolled, he scrolled, but he found that lady was very smart. She deleted those messages. She deleted everything. She was like, he was like, oh man, I'm always with this lady. So she's my friend. I know her, but she deleted those messages. But I hope you've seen what truly happened. What you've seen the truth. So man, please, I don't want. It's not like or I'm jealous or I'm jealous at you, but please, man, just never ever ever be with that lady, because I know her very well. I was like, man, thank you very much, thank you very much. But one thing I know, I didn't break up with her, because I hated the word it's over, because I remember from my previous relationship how it made me feel after that. But I started to distance myself a bit, you know. And again, I remember one day I was at home. It was during weekends, and then I met another guy, also Victor, Vicky. He's also lived a street away from my home. Okay, then he said to me, "Man, do you know there's this girl?" Like, she described this girl, like she said, with short hair. She's very beautiful, slender. You know, she's slender. Man, that guy, like, she's not she's light brown in color, those kind of things. He said, "Man, I met this girl, this chick today at Sati, called Franteg at that time, I think. Yeah, called Franteg. I met her, man. Yo, that guy, like, yo, man. Like, I could hear that this guy was ubulelaga my lady. I was like, oh, you mean Locks? He was like, "Hi, Nagamza." Now she told me that she's a Buitumelo. I was like, Buitumelo, but I could hear that no, it's Buitumelo. Maybe it's her other name. I didn't know that name. Okay. Then I was like, "Man, do you know that I'm also his so-called boyfriend?" He was like, "What? Man, how can you say it?" Because now that lady I spoke to, and she said, like, she's singing those kind. I was like, no, that's how she is, because I'm not even the that boyfriend. She has another boyfriend, same name as yours. So I'm not surprised at all, because, but I didn't expect this from her, you know. Tagara, man, try like was that those things like I didn't sound, because that lady with a very soft voice. Oh, bolela sharp, o kare ke motho o mo sharp. I was like, man, pretty face doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. That lady from inside, I wish you knew her. I wish you knew her. You know. And he said, man, now you're motho mo so like nka se mo kgone, like I'll no. I was like, don't worry. My guy. Sorry, man. I was like, no, don't even say sorry, because there's nothing wrong you did. She's the one who is wrong. So when I don't stress yourself, you didn't know. That's how she is. She's playing guys, that lady. She's acting smart. But now I'm not going to allow her to do that. Please, beautiful people, if you're looking for my high school true story part 3, let me know. I'm going to bring it just for you, beautiful people. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, to comment, like, and share this video with your friends or anyone. Ciao.